Wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you guys today. I'm going to do a little bit of construction and getting my cards going down here via cardboard, and I'm going to be selling some Pokemon cards. Not to you guys unless you guys want to buy some. I'm strictly just doing this so I can invest in more crypto and more Earth 2 tiles. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about which other cryptos outside of Bitcoin that I'm doing, and outside of Bitcoin, I've heard good things about Cardano and Polkadot and all that. Let me see what the live chat. There we go. Hey Abdullah, how's everything going? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through each one that I think is good. Like today, Cardano was the one that had gone on Coinbase today. So I am 100% believer here. And let's see, super chats. Any super chats? All right, this is going to go with live chat here. I'm 100% believer that Cardano is going to go through the roof just because it's gone on Coinbase. Yo, what up? Mana could pop. Yeah. So well, there's two different types of mana. One's mana in Decentraland. There's a mana somewhere else. Everyone type in the comments below where it is, because I'm not 100% sure. Now, I have spent the last couple of years buying Pokemon cards, extra cash, extra capital, not really knowing that I was going to turn it into a business. Hey, what's up, Skandar? I always watch your Earth 2 videos, so I thank you. Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering has a lot of the cards that were popular last year that are still popular this year, but they haven't really moved in price. Pokemon, though, that goes through the roof. That's why I made an entire business out of Pokemon. It wasn't just collecting anymore, which of course I'll still always do. It's my stuff that I did when I was a kid. But, however, after that, you just have these entire groups of cards that go like 10x in a couple of years, and it's like, well, that doesn't happen very often in anything that you do. And why I'm selling some of these cards now, as that have gone 10x, like Chavez, why would you sell in blackjack? You don't split a winning hand. So in Pokemon, like, why are you taking these cards and selling them when they're doing so well? Okay, well, one, to lock in profits, and two, because I'm able to go and invest in other things, such as Earth 2 and such as Bitcoin. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, I have an eye infection in my Mobian gland or something. So yeah, that's why. So that's the reason for the eye patch. Hopefully it'll go away by next week. My eye actually does feel better. But outside of that, you have these other cryptos out every time, and no matter what you're investing in, if you're in crypto, if you're in whatever you're in, Cardano, Polkadot, Mana, whatever, you want Bitcoin to go up, because if Bitcoin goes up, every other crypto goes up. And that is 100% what I'm about. I'm 100% here for the fact that people are trying to take these other altcoins that are like a couple cents or $1 or whatever, and have it go to $10 or $20, and have them make really big changes in their lives, because that does not happen all the time. And where I will think it will happen, one, in Bitcoin, because like I said in the video before, if you go and you say, if you did not for the first 12 years touch Amazon from 1997 to 2009, if you didn't touch it, and then you finally bought in 2009, after 12 years, $10,000 in there, 12 years later, today, it would be worth 64x. To be worth $640,000. Well, what happened 12 years ago? We had the launch of Bitcoin. What happens now? It's at $50,000. Is it going to 64x? I don't know. That'd be over $64 trillion market cap. I think it's possible. I think it is possible. So that's why I'm going in on Bitcoin. Now, Earth 2. Earth 2 is something that we here are going to, and I'll get to questions in a second. Our mana's in Decentraland could pop price because, yeah, exactly, grayscale. But Earth 2 is something that could also 100x minimum. Like if you get tiles in Dubai this Saturday, or it doesn't have to be Dubai, anywhere in the UAE, and they're class 1 tiles, you might see prices within a week at a couple of dollars, like $3, $4, $5. Even if it's $5, that's 50x. That is 50x return inside of a week. That is absolutely bananas. I don't know anyone who is is not excited about that. I don't know anyone who doesn't like look at that and think like, oh no, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that. I know exactly what's going to happen because that's what happens with every single country, and I'm just not going to invest. So I'm selling a lot of these cards so I can go in really heavy into not only Bitcoin but also Earth 2, specifically, Dubai, and I'm not going to do that to sell right away to like as a quick flip. I'm doing it for the long haul. I'm doing it so I can be like, you know what? No, because after it 50x's, inside of a week, it's going to double and it's going to triple again. That's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to double and triple again after that because this game's going to be so huge. And that's, I think, one of the places of the Easter eggs. One of the Easter eggs is probably going to go, and it's probably going to be exactly there. So moving on. Mana and Decentral and Coupon. Yeah, Grayscale. So there's a bunch of different companies that buy Bitcoin every day. There's only, I think 900 Bitcoin mined every day, but 2,100 are bought by institutions such as MicroStart, the one that Michael Saylor's in. You have a Square, you have PayPal, you have the Grayscale. Those are the 4 companies. There's a 5th one, I think it might be Tesla, that just buy consistently every single day. So there are more leaving the available market than there are being mined each day. And we're not seeing the effects of that right now. We are, right now, the price is somewhat staying steady, between $50,000 and $60,000. That's what's happening. And what will happen in the future is that, okay, especially when the mining rate gets halved again, it's going to be like, okay, yeah, you're going to start seeing a lot of shortages, not including all of the Bitcoin that just has been inactive for years because it's been lost to time. Will that happen with Earth 2? Will people just maybe they die, or they just say, you know what, I'm just not going to play. They invested and those tiles are lost forever. Nobody can accept those tiles because they're gone. The passwords are gone. Maybe the developers can do something at some point. But out of the tiles that are here right now, I guarantee you there's some tiles, people bought them and they forgot all about it. I have some tiles near the pyramids today. Oh, that's really good. That could definitely be a good tourist spot. Hey, what's up, Dream Hunt? How's it going? Grayscale announced 5 new coins today. Mana was one of them. Okay, so that's wow. Yeah, that's gonna be great. And the in-game currency for Earth 2 is gonna be something that's huge also, because if you take My Neighbor Alice that they were touting and say like, you know what, let's sell this at 10 cents per coin. That was their first offering, and then the next offering happened to go at not 10 cents per coin, but 12.5 cents per coin. And then they go and they say, okay, well, you know what, we're gonna go and sell it at that price, and now it's $22 a coin. I think it reached $30 a coin at one point. Yeah, that's you're not just 50xing. You're going a lot harder than that. You're going like 200x at that point, because it's going to, $2 would be 20x, and then after that, so $20, yeah, it'd be 200x. It was absolutely bananas. Grayscale announced 5 new coins. Yep, saw that. Damn. Yeah. So Earth 2, and that's just. And I had never heard of My Neighbor Alice until people were mentioning it to me, and I was like, okay, I'll take a look at it. Took a look at it. I was like, whoa, mind blown. So not only do we have that with with a game that has a lot less, passion, a lot less, user base. When that happens with Earth 2, not only is it a larger user base, but as the user base has more money in general, it is going to go, like, the first place user on Earth 2 has spent $280,000. That's how much they put into the game, $280,000. And that's right now, no institutional money. There's no big giant companies in this. That is just your average Joe millionaire that wants to go in and put, that much money into it. Now, at that time, that person will probably say like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I had some extra funds. Now that's money not like, me and you have. That is money on a whole other scale. And that whole other scale is some FU Oprah money. So outside of that, we're going to have, and that's going to be the norm. You're going to see that over the next year. As this gets bigger, you're going to see a lot more people get in, and you're going to see a lot more people say, oh, okay, yeah, I understand this now. I understand the fact that this could 20 and 100x from here. 100x from 10 cents where Dubai is coming out is only $10. That's it. That is it. 100x return on your money is $10 a tile. That's it. So that's why people are so excited. People are excited for a number of reasons. One of which because it's new, it's untouched. It's like no one's been there yet. No one. I mean, some people have it, and they're just they're gonna get wiped right before it comes to fruition. But yeah, no one's there right now, and we're gonna be able to. This is like the game. This is like we're going back in time, back to November when no one heard about this game. We're gonna go in and we're gonna absolutely just demolish Dubai, and we're gonna demolish the other 6 cities that are there, and even in the desert where Chavez-Topia is gonna go. And you'd think that okay, I hear a lot of people that'll say like Chavez. Well, you know what? You're gonna say you have all of these places, but like America, you can't sell American tiles for $50 a tile. If it's Class 1, New York City, probably gonna be able to. Class 1, Miami, Chicago, like San Francisco, yeah, you're probably going to be able to. Can barely get Class 2 anymore. You can get Class 2 in Chavez-Topia in Antarctica, but you can't get it in America. And when Dubai sells out and the other 6 cities sell out, and suddenly you can't get Class 1 anymore, maybe you can get some Class 2. Class 1 is going to be very, very valuable. Class 2 will probably even be, you'll see a spike in Class 2 once that runs out. Right now, I've got a bunch of people that, and my subscribers, I have 2,300 subscribers, that had bought in Chavez-Topia. The whole game is worried about Dubai. The whole game is worried about the UAE. So it's not just my 2,300 followers that are going to buy there. And I didn't even tell my people to buy there. I was like, hey, listen, I'm going to have a thing in Chavez-Topia. Let me know what you want there, and I'll buy the tiles and I'll make sure that it happens there. No, everyone's just like, oh yeah, we're going in. We're going in. Anything that Chavez touches goes to gold. I was like, okay, all right, this is happening now. And that's just my 2,300 followers. That is not including that 10x that, and you have most of the active users. Most of the active users are on there. So you're gonna have these types of things that are just at a scale that are hitherto undreamt of, that have not been seen yet by the developers, by us. It's just nothing that we can fathom right now. And I hope that the servers are ready. I hope that the servers can hold out at least for a little bit, because if not, you're gonna have some very salty people saying like, you know what, I couldn't buy, had a bad connection, and then by the time I got there, it was like 50 cents a tile. It was $1 a tile, and it was too late. But in that same breath, I'm gonna say it's not too late. Like, am I Steppenwolf? Because it's not too late to start all over again. At $1, that's still very, very cheap. That is still very, very cheap, especially if what you want to do, let's say you spend $20 and you get 20 tiles. I myself, at a 3x3, I could make sure that I get minimum $1 a day off of that. And I could remake my investment in 9 days. And why say like, well, Chavez, we don't know exactly how it's going to work right now. We don't know exactly how ad revenue is going to happen. Well, the ad revenue, I guarantee you, cannot be worse than YouTube's. It cannot be worse where they're taking more than that larger percentage out. So what I would do if I was a kid and I had $20, I would just go, and I didn't have any tiles yet, I would just buy a 9x9 or as many tiles as I could in a square, rectangle, whatever have you, and I would go and I would buy that in Dubai for as cheap as possible. And it doesn't have to be Dubai, it could be any city in the UAE, and just absolute go ham sandwich on it and just put my entire soul into it, because I could guarantee I could do that with 3x3 space, putting on a magic show, putting on a puppet show, voice activation stuff. I'm doing it with YouTube, making a lot more than $1 a day on YouTube. It's like $15 a day, so it's not that much. So any super chats are appreciated. Are we doing this? Oh God, I forgot about the comments here. Damn, I'm dropping $1,000 on Dubai. Dude, you're going ham sandwich. I'm not gonna lie, I might do that too. I do want to, and depends on how much I can sell. I literally just sold like $500 worth of stuff today, half of which is going into Dubai. But I promised my followers in Chavez-Topia though that as much money as I spend in Dubai, I want to spend that much in Chavez-Topia. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of these. I'm gonna have to sell a lot of these cards. I'm gonna have to be able to afford it, just because Dubai. This is our not once in a lifetime opportunity, because it's probably going to happen again with Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia. But this is our time to be able to 50x our money inside of a week. That's if you want to flip. That's if you want to flip. And I am not flipping. I am not selling. I'm not heckin' selling. Sorry, I just love that scene with Leonardo DiCaprio. Hello, Dashi. Yeah, Dashi. Hey, Lynn X. I love you, baby cakes. Oh, thanks, Lassam, bro. Hey, do you think higher class tiles will yield essence? Oh, Link, thank you so much for the super chat. I mean, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you think higher class tiles will yield more essence? I don't know. There's got to be some type of causality and inverse reaction to gradients, because if you have class 1, you're going to obviously get the most resale value, you get the most land income tax, but for resource allocation I don't know if that's going to be class 1. Class 1 you're probably going to get more ad revenue, but there has to be reasons and incentives to buy the lower classes 3, 4, and 5, and the only way I can see that is if why would I buy these class 4 tiles if they don't get as good of benefits as the other tiles? Well, actually, if you buy class 4 tiles, then maybe if the developers say that you can actually, the resource spawn rate is a lot quicker, where instead of spawning 1 resource a day, you spawn 2 resources a day or something like that, yeah, then there's a lot of demand for that. There's so much. Now, I don't know exactly how it's going to be. Maybe they might say, well, if somebody else finds something on your land, like loot dropped in the Warring World, or if they have, outside of loot dropped in the Warring World, they have mines. If people mine on your property when you're tending to your other properties, and you get a little bit more. Like if it's class 1, let's say you only get 10% of what people mine. But if it's class 4 and you get 30% of what people mine, oh, that's really good. It incentivizes you to concentrate on other stuff and have people mine on other people's property. Anyone see the BSKA logo tiles in Chaveztopia? It's at the intersection of the 2 road on the east end. Oh, I have not, but I can't wait to look at it. Good looks, good looks. So is there any chance that PayPal comes back for the deposit? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure they'll come back mid to later this year, because again, PayPal wants to get in the crypto game. They've been buying. They're one of the places that have been buying Bitcoin. Like I said, you have Grayscale, you have Michael Saylor Company, you have Square, and you have PayPal that's been buying it. So what is going to happen when they hear that Earth 2 is going to have their own crypto, their own in-game currency, like the same thing that happened with Alice, same thing that's happened with these Omi stuff. Like yeah, they're going to definitely get in. They're going to want to get in. They're like, they'll deal with those people that are just claiming like fraud or whatever, because that'll decrease over time. There's probably decreased like halved a couple of times by now. They'll deal with that just to be able to get a piece of that action, guaranteed. Do you still sell Tesla and buy E2 land Bitcoin? I do not sell Tesla. I'm not selling my Tesla. I have 188 shares. I'm not selling that. I'm not buying anymore. I'm not saying that it's a bad deal. It is a great deal down here. If you have an extra $100,000 and you have a bunch going into Bitcoin, a bunch going into Earth 2, yeah, buy some Tesla. That is going to 10x in the next 10 years, guaranteed. You heard it here first. Now up to 1,600 for Dubai, waiting to go. Oh my God, Lasabra, 1,600. That's incredible. Yeah, and you're not the only one. There's people. So again, I didn't sign any NDAs, but when you talk to Chavez, again, 2 security clearances. When you talk to Chavez from my military days, I won't say anything to anyone unless you tell me to. But I know some people that are going 5 figures, like that are going 5 figures, and I'm not doing that. I would if I'm able to sell this trophy Kangaskhan by that time, then yes, I will go 5 figures in it. But right now it's just low couple thousands. Pirate. Only a pirate says arr. Guide from Germany, bro. Hey, what's up? Ivan Rusotto. Guten Tag. I haven't been to Germany since 2019. I used to go every year because I have friends stationed in Ramstein Air Base. I've gone there a couple times. It's really fun. The lull of Kaiserslautern, all that place. Really good beer. What's up, Randy? It's your virtual homie Cool Sheet in the house. Yo, what up, Cool Sheet? I love your profile pic. That's amazing. Pulsar, message retracted. Okay. Lynn X, I know that Super Chat is nothing compared to your net worth, but I hope it helps to your plans, and just wanted to show appreciation to your awesome investing tips and wanted to change the world. All right, so honestly, like that means more to me. Like, yeah, let's say I have a $22 day on YouTube. Let's say I have, and that's more. Or let's say I sell a card, or I close a deal, high risk lending, for however much, and let's say I get a couple $100 or I get a couple $1,000. A lot of times that's with people that I don't know. Like whoever's buying my cards, on eBay, I don't know them. But when I see people doing super chats, or I see people like that, means the world to me, just because it's people that I know that we know like on an intimate like daily basis that we interact. You leave a comment, respond comment. There's a certain rhythm to these things, and yeah, that's more akin to like, let's say my friend's starting up a business and they say like, hey, I have a bunch of these items that you could buy on my business website. I'm opening up a store, and some people would be like, oh well, you know what, your toothpaste is like $3, and I could go buy one at like Walmart for $1. But I'm thinking like, okay, well, why would I go and support Walmart when I could support my friend? No, I want to support my friend. I don't care if I have to pay a little bit extra. I want to do that, support my friend, support the dream that they have. So when you guys are doing that to me, that's supporting me in my biz, and that just really means the world to me. So thank you guys for everything that you do. Pulsar, do you think we will be hunting eggs at a tile level? I heckin' hope not, because I myself have like 17,000 tiles, and I don't want to go to each one. I think what's going to happen is, just because you're on one tile doesn't mean you can't see in the tile next to you or whatever. They might have an item finder that says like, oh, there's items or resources nearby. Have anyone seen Pokemon or played Pokemon? And you just have these things that say, okay, well, you know what we're going to do? Pokemon, you have an item finder for invisible items that you don't know are there. Maybe they could have something like that for, oh, here's loot nearby, and it costs a little bit for the item finder, but it pays for itself. It pays for itself in that way. And I think that would be really cool. I'm actually going to try to talk to the devs about that. I'll try to leave a message. Hey, item finder would be great, for loot nearby. It shouldn't be too hard to code either. Probably the if and let statement should be very simple. But forget the question. I'm going a little off board here. All right, icon on tile level. Just because you're on one tile doesn't mean you can't see around you. So I think it will be on maybe a property level, however far the eye can see, whatever your computer can go, whether you're in virtual reality and you can see, oh no, I see something over there. Now, having said that, there is probably going to be some troll type of stuff. And when I say troll type of stuff, I mean that some people might say like, okay, well, here's what an Easter egg or resources look like. And people will just make an item. They'll spend like a couple dollars or whatever, making an item to make it look like there's a resource or item on their property that you can go get. And then that's just be a way for them to say, okay, well, that's really just, it's just a way to get foot traffic over to your, it's a way to get foot traffic over to your property. So I think the troll's in that way, but I don't think it'll just be at the tile level. Randy, yesterday E2 had a glitch and doubled my money market value on my land. It fixed it afterwards. I took pics of it. That's great. I love it when stuff like that happens. There was at some point where Brazil went to like $300 a tile for a brief second, and I was a millionaire, and I was like, because I had so many tiles in Brazil from earlier, and I was like, oh, all right, this is great, this is super fantastic. But that did not happen. Oh, also guys, let me know in the comments what day I want to go live once a week. I don't think I could go live every day like Guidebook Gaming does, Nameless Tech Ops, just because I don't really have the time for it. But let me know what you guys want. Let me know what day and time works best for everyone, and I'll try to average that in. I just want to make this update just because we're getting close to Dubai, and I want to do this for this week. Is it just no, the whole UAE? Siscalicious87, we have a lot in common. The whole UAE, not just Dubai. Every single part of the UAE is open to get this red. When are the tiles value going down, or will they go up all the time? So, good question, Ivan. Moment of silence brought to you by hydration. All right, so Ivan, the way that it can go down, which I don't think it's, the new tile price is the new tile price. That will not go down. That will always steadily increase. However, there's going to be a point where, again, people are paying more for the properties than the tile. So like, what, I want to do this property, I want to do that property, and this way you'll see like, okay, well, this property, there's like nothing on it, it's barren, so you would have to probably sell a little bit less than the going rate of a new tile. That's if it's barren, that's nothing's there. Because for a new tile, okay, why would I buy these set of tiles for the same price as a new tile when these tiles are in weird configuration? They'll just buy a new tile. So at that point, you probably have to sell at a discount. Like right now, people are selling at a discount, like 10, 20%, and it doesn't get them anywhere. Now, people buying new tiles, I don't know why they're not just buying them all the time from them. Like when I was trying to get ready for Chavez-topia, I have another couple thousand tiles that's not in Chavez-topia that as soon as they let us move tiles, boom, another 2,000 tiles of Chavez-topia for us. It's going to be great. When can the black fingernail polish make a comeback? Next time I go to Rite Aid. Next time I go to Rite Aid, it should be honestly the thing that I have to put in my eye, the drops. I get it's supposed to be one drop 4 times a day, and I have to put like 3 drops because I miss. So I'll probably have to go in a couple days, and I'll try to get the black nail polish. What up, big guy? What up, E2 Mastermind? You ready for UAE? I'm ready. La Sombra says, "Can you be my Pokemon follow me around and pick up my items?" Pokemon. So for those of you that don't know, there's actual an ability that Pokemon have. One of which I remember is a Lillipup. Lillipup has the ability called Pickup, and while you're walking around, it'll just pick up a random item. A lot of times it'll be potions and a Pokeball, whatever. But every once in a while, it'll pick up like a nugget. It'll pick up like something really valuable, like rare candy, whatever. And it's like, oh wow, thank you, Lillipup. Yeah. So I don't know if you're people that the things that can follow you around, whether they have something like Among Us, that can follow you around that way, or an actual animal that you can tame and follow you around. That'd be awesome. How cool would it be to see like me, Chavez, with like a pack of 4 or 5 wolves just following me around? That would be really cool. Showing up. I don't know. I don't think that would count for ad revenue. But if you're trying to go into like a karaoke place, do you have to buy tickets for your wolves? I don't know. What's up, my boy? I'd say Friday between 8 and 9. Okay, so Guidebook Gaming does their stream, I think, at 9. So that might actually work if I go on like 7:30 and I go to like 8, go to 8:30, and then I say, okay, in the half hour I go to Guidebook Gaming, just because I don't want to step on their toes. PM. When do you think the development with cap off new tile buying in counties? I'm guessing that means when do I think we're gonna have new tiles in like Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, whatever. So I think what's gonna happen with that is they're gonna have they set a new countdown shortly after Dubai happens. I say phase 2. A lot of people say Easter eggs. A lot of people are saying like no, it might be one of these other countries. And they're slowly starting to fall in line, and the ducks are getting in a row. And I think that can happen. I think that's something that can be very, very useful for the because then you have every couple of weeks you'll have new things. It's kind of like the MCU on Disney Plus. They have a new video pretty much every week, like Falcon and Winter Soldier happening next week. They only had 1 week break in between the end of WandaVision and the beginning of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I'm very, very excited about that, and I think Earth 2 has so many things up their sleeve where they could have new things coming out for the rest of the 1 week per year, 1 week for the rest of the year if they wanted to, but they're probably going to split it out a little bit because we need time to recover. We need times like, hey guys, I just spent like $2,000 in Dubai last week. Let me recover a little bit before you do the next thing. As far as tech tree, you might be able to go and buy some of those abilities for like $5 or $10. On the tech tree. Like let's say it takes you maybe 2 days in order to unlock this tech tree, but you pay $10 to get it now. Okay, a lot of people are going to get it now. Be advised, guys, that a lot of us are in here right now. Yeah, some of us have a little bit of money. Some of us going to throw around, a couple $100s, low 4 figures like it's nothing. But there's over 50 million. So all right, so there's over 50 million people in the world that are millionaires that can throw around 5-6 figures like it's nothing. Now, having said that, 50 million is a large number of people. Any one of them can move prices of any tiles anywhere right now. And there are a couple millionaires in E2 already, but there are 590 million people like me that have anywhere between 100,000 net worth and 999,000 net worth. And they should not be counted. They are a lot of people, and if they're like me and can read the writing on the wall and say like Earth 2 is going to go to the moon, their in-game currency is going to go to the moon, the tiles in certain areas are going to go to the moon, and be advised, guys, if you have something that's really niche, let's say you have like a peanut butter cutting art or like a bread cutting art, whatever, something really satisfying, something really good, and you're going to have these people trying to say like, hey, I'll whatever your tile you have, let's say it's $5 a tile, they'll say, I'll give you $50 a tile for it right now. My advice would be not to do it. Not a financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I'm talking to my friend Steve, Aria Realty, if you have a property and you have a niche product there, and you have someone that's saying they're going to pay you 10x of what the tile price is, I would not do it, because over the course of time, you will make more on the ad revenue and on everything else than you would just on that one sale. Now it's hard to say no to that 10x, and I know like Chavez, this whole video is you're telling us you're selling these Pokemon cards, so you can go and you can say like, all right, you know what, 10x, you can 10x, 50x your money in Dubai. Yeah, that's if you just want to flip the tiles. But for something that people are coming to you and you're getting money every day, now I get it. You have to manage it. You have to go and you have to actually work it. And this is gonna be a job. Like you're gonna have to work these things and where are people coming. So I'm going to be doing this. This is going to be not my full time. I guess this will be one of my full time jobs. The YouTube and Earth 2. YouTube's already taken up a lot of time, but I just wanted to let you guys know that's where my head's at. Hey Chavez, when do you think the developers? Yeah, so, bro, you should work for E2. Oh, I'm trying. Facts. Yeah. I'm trying to work for Earth 2 in a way like just a consultant because I don't actually have time to go and code and like actual full time job. But if they want to add me as a consultant, they can definitely do that. They almost had me as a mod. They had me as a mod for like a day in one of the Facebook groups. I'm still a mod in the Facebook user group, but the official Facebook group I was a mod in, and people were just using that as an attack vector to say like, hey, of course Earth 2 chooses you because you work for them already. And it's like, no, I do not work for them. So I was like, all right, okay, well, you know what? I'm not a mod anymore, so you can't attack Earth 2 now because I'm not a mod anymore. So, do you have any experience in coding? Very, very little, not enough. Honestly, not even enough to say that I do, but I studied a little bit during quarantine. But that was around the time where I was, again, I had the high-risk lending business and I had the Pokemon business that was fresh, and I was just starting to make YouTube videos. Like, I don't have time. But it's definitely something I think people should learn if they have the time. It's really, really good. It's another language, and that's one of the languages of the future. Yeah, and they offer coding now in schools. And that's on top of another language. So this is something where the next generation will be smarter than us either way. But we can kind of even the playing field a little bit. You should not let technology pass you by. That is one thing that I've seen in some of my friends and people I work with that just they almost give up and they just refuse to learn anything new. It's like no, like you're limiting yourself. You're giving yourself ball and chain, and you're not allowing yourself to be the best that you can be. Yeah, I definitely think we should all strive to be the best that we can be. Randy, I'm looking for Empoleon cards. Yeah, I do not have any Empoleon cards. Most of my stuff is WotC. Wizards of the Coast, first edition holo. That's pretty much what I got a pair of Houndooms right here. One's Dark Houndoom. Everyone comment down below if you had issue with Karen's Houndoom with Crunch lowering your special defense and then having to do a flamethrower to you right then and there. Yeah, there's just a couple things I have to pack up. I love all these cards. They're great. But I love you guys. Let me know if there's anything else you want to go over. Thank you, Lynn, for the super chat. And please comment, like, and subscribe. And let me know what days and time you want me to go and do the live stream. I will probably do one tomorrow just because it is a, what do you call it? It's the last day before Dubai. I might make a video on Saturday for it, but I'm definitely going to make a video for it on Sunday. I might be doing some other stuff as well, but let me know. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow. Where's the end button? End button. Okay, yeah. What's your real job, dude? Oh God. All right, so real quick. No Gliscor cards. Like I said, I am a financial advisor in my real job, going to high-risk lending, telling my clients what to do and all that. Would you have to get a virtual developer to build your house? No, there'll be standard block stuff, that just house stuff that you'll be able to buy, but you will be able to upload it, I think, via Adobe and somewhere else. You'll be able to upload designs, and then just the designs, and then you'll obviously have to use the resources in your Earth 2 stuff for that. Did they mention the company name they signed with? They have not yet with the 6-figure deal yet. Do you reckon the Earth 2 site will go down when Dubai comes out? Yeah, probably. What happened to your eyes? Did you get punched? No. Well, no. It was I just got an infection. So yeah. See you. Maybe live stream when Dubai is out. Maybe. Thoughts on Vive Ikomi? Lots of speculation, but that doesn't mean bad. I think I was hoping that Earth 2 would use that, and they still might, but too early to tell. But I do think good things can happen for Vive Ikomi. Was you everyday Earth 2 follower. Hope you had a quick recovery. Thank you. Love you, Leon. Love you, investor. All right, goodbye, guys.